You know what time it is, as it's now time to cue the titles. Here we go, it's music time.
Money at the Gucci store. Oh my,
Hello and welcome to Snazzy Variety 90. I'm Snazzy and this is Snazzy's Important Stuff. Where we're talking about today is the importance of connecting with music, with emotions. And how you do that is quite simply. Have you ever had the feeling of that you were feeling down? Have you ever had the feeling that everything was going wrong? Have you ever had the feeling that you wanted to be able to make a difference to yourself? Well, you can. But the one thing is you've got to do is choose the one piece of music that you truly treasure, you truly know the meaning of, that fills you up inside of you and bubbles you up inside your heart, and know the fact that it sits there and it holds you like this. And when it holds you inside that, it keeps you protected from all the things that you despise and not like the most. And the reason why I'm saying that today is simply this. Is because when you look at music and you look at emotions, it can connect together as two things but become one. Because when it becomes one, it becomes united. And when it becomes united, it becomes a physical concept where you can be able to show the difference in yourself, others, and others can show difference within themselves as well. And when you believe that, anything is possible. And when anything is possible, you can do anything. And when you look at this kind of music, this music is extremely powerful. And when this music is very powerful, it's very rare and it's very gifted. And it's very rare because these kind of people who have that gift, it's worth sharing. And to have the actual ability to share that gift with tons and tons and tons of people is the one thing that is the treasure that you can't buy on a shelf. You can't buy any time of the year. Yeah, of course you can, but obviously on iTunes, you know, and that kind of thing. But you can't really buy it on a shelf as such. And that's the thing I'm going to say to you today. The only place where it will sit on the shelf is in your heart. Your heart, your soul, and the treasurement of music. And I'm going to give you one little thing to tell you about one little thing about me. Just one. I am not what I used to be many years ago. I used to not be able to see things that I do now. And I wouldn't have done that without the one and only Tom Bertram. He made a difference to my life. And his music has made a difference to me. And I'm sharing with this to you today because if I can make a difference, so can you. And when he made me see the difference in myself, all this came along with it because I believed anything is possible. So as I said before, if I can, so can you. And that is why believe in yourself, and you never know what may happen. It may even shock and surprise you. You never know. So that is it for today's episode of Snazzy's Important Stuff. We'll be back in the next episode where there'll be more fun, more frolics and more important stuff. But coming up next is the important shoutouts. And as the saying goes, it's now time to cue the titles. Here we go. Oh yes, tiggly tack.
Drag me down. Nobody can drag me down.
Hello and welcome to Snazzy Rising 90. I'm Snazzy and this is Snazzy's Important Shoutouts, where shoutouts are literally shoutouts. And today we're going to give you the following shoutouts. They are SASHTV, BLP3TV, Chickenshed, Kaylee Love, and the wonderful family of many families, the MT8 family. As obviously people well may know, all families are lovely. Rosso family Vlogs, which I'm going to say in those terms because it's easier. So as you obviously know, all these people, yes, all these people have incredible content. And I'm saying that not just from the heart. They genuinely do have quality content. And as they proceed and continue forth creating and enjoying making their shows, they have one thing that everybody and every YouTuber has: quality and style. Quality and style has that one thing that makes a YouTube video a show worth watching, worth recommending, worth the ability to basically show that this is who I am, this is what I make, this is what I create, and this is who I am. Because then that's in general for all people. And for some people who make specific videos based on topics like autism, that is incredible too, because it's raising awareness to basically show people that, you know, autism people are not the type of people to be, you know, afraid of, scared of, and kind of like be looked at funny because of how they approach things differently to other people. And the thing is, it's not about that. It's more about the fact that you need to morally care for the fact that these people are just as ordinary as anybody who lives in their day-to-day life. And that's why some people need to understand the aspect of someone who's got autistic traits. Someone who hasn't got the ability to enable to do things the same way as everyone else. But the difference is, they do their best to try to be like everyone else. And that's more important than anything else. And that is why that is a very good topic to go by talking about this kind of thing. And that's why it deserves an appreciation, and also it deserves a recognition, the fact that it deserves to be spoken about. As I myself, who's autistic myself, I know what it's like. I know how it feels day in, day out. I know how it goes, how it feels, how it makes the kind of feeling of how it kind of traits itself inside of you. And that is why I think it deserves the awareness that it deserves. And yet, people who watch my shows generally know that sometimes I stutter. I stutter and slip things, but it's because of the nature of how I speak, not because of I'm doing it wrong or doing it incorrect. I'm doing it because it's the way I'm demonstrating myself. And I get that people do not like how I run things, but to be fair, that's okay. Because not everybody likes what people do. It's the natural way of life. But the one thing that isn't a way of life is people hating each other, even though there's no reason for it whatsoever. And that's why, sometimes, to be fair, when you look upon it, reduce the hate in the world is the powerful thing possible. Which would be nice, of course, but we can't do with the good without the bad. And that's why, overall, with all these people, including the ones that I haven't mentioned, we all are unique. We're all special. We all have our own unique qualities, our own styles. And we're all determined to make a difference in people's lives. And that's why I'm going to end it off by saying to you today, I'm Snazzy, and I will give variety with a smile. And that's how I'll basically go for, which is why I like to make a difference to people's lives. So that is it for today's episode of Snazzy's Important Shoutouts. We'll be back in 4 to 5 days' time, where there'll be more fun, more frolics, and more important stuff. And if you don't give it a chance, obviously please do check out the next episode of Top Topics, episode 3, which will be based on Risk to Society, which will be released on Thursday. Will be more shoutouts coming along your way. So until next time, this is me, Snazzy, giving the guidance of life. Signing off. Goodbye for now. Ting ting. Peace out.
Let me see you go hard.